Hi champs, if you're new, welcome. If you're not new, then welcome back. My name is Frances Okeke. Today, my topic is the little room called pride. Well, I've always heard it from childhood that a pride goes before a fall. Well, it doesn't necessarily equate a fall. To me, we make lots of unnecessary things important. Funny thing is, most times it's only in our heads. It's our prejudiced perceptions of situations, that creates pride. That whole, why would you be talking to me like that? You know who I am. Like, I've done this, I've done that. Why would this even be happening to me? I'm this, I'm that. Perceptions of who you are, perception of situations, perception of who the person that is giving it to you is in that situation with you in. So basically, we let things cloud our heads and judgments. Okay, as usual, I love stories. And the stories are not real. I just create them, to help buttress my points. So let me give some examples. Thomas was well educated, and he had a PhD. But he had no job. Well, he had gotten offers, but he was waiting for the right offer. Every other job offer he got was beneath him. Come on, he has a PhD now. He can't do this, he can't do that, he couldn't do that. He wanted something of a certain level. Because he always thought about, what would we even say if they heard that him, Thomas, well educated, well read all over the world with a PhD and all that, was doing that position or took that position. Well, his self-pride wouldn't let him. So Thomas would rather sit at home and wait for the job of his dreams. Then Edna was very beautiful and successful. She was in her 30s. She met a great guy, but the only catch was he was not a university graduate. He couldn't speak superb English like she would have loved, but he was comfortable. He had his own money. He loved Edna and treated her right. Edna liked him too. She loved him. She was okay with him behind closed doors. But outside, that whole thing of what will people say, how people, look at it, her, Edna, successful, well-educated, beautiful, and this is the man she chose. So her perceived standing in society wouldn't let her. She couldn't stand to be scrutinized by people and to be seen as going below her class to date, so she let him go. Sam had done a few movies. He was an actor. He hungered for locally roasted plantain, or as we call it in Nigeria, bole. But the perception in his head of, what will people say, seeing him a well-known actor, stop by the roadside to buy bole, how it was beneath him. Well, that thought didn't let him walk to the plantain seller stand that was just near his house to buy the bole he wanted. She was on the beginning of the streets, but he couldn't, and there was no one to send to help him buy the bole. See, pride. Frank came into little money, and he bought a car. One day, the car went bad on the streets, and the mere thought of walking home was not just his thing. He had a car. He does have a car, How would he go from a car to walking? So yeah. For Tom, he and his wife had an argument. Well, his wife was right, but he was never going to admit it. He was the man, so why should he? A lockdown was created, His wife was tired of his pride and decided in her head to leave, since he was not going to apologize for what happened. And him in his head was not going to apologize, so she left. Okay, my examples might be off, but you get the story. Or you get what I'm trying to say. There are situations where and when self-pride is very important, don't get me wrong. Because we live in a generation of, unfortunately, people like to take advantage, let's put it that way. People take advantage and people look down on people easily. But self-pride is important, but I think there are times you know when to draw the line. When you start hearing thoughts of, does this person even know who I am? Oh, this person talking to me like this. Come on, I'm bigger than this. Things along those lines. Why should I apologize? I'm this. Yeah. So pride is nothing more than our overinflated perception of ourselves, things, events, plus what people think. Is also a downflated perception of people. Like, I'm bigger than you, I'm bigger than the situation, you shouldn't be talking to me like this. Different. If you're Christian, you might understand what I'm saying. It just creates this spirit of offense within you, and then you react out of pride. No. Well, you can call it arrogance or anything you will. But one thing I've come to realize is next time you feel something is beneath you or someone is beneath you, maybe the way they are talking to you or the way they are treating you, different things though, and you can't step so low or you think you can't, just ask yourself why you're thinking that. Try and separate yourself from that situation. Is it because of who you think you are, or is that person really disrespecting you or doing the wrong thing? As much as people love talking about other people, they only do it for a few minutes when they remember you, which is usually when they see you or hear your name. Everyone has their own problems, and your current job, who you're married to, what you wear, your level of education, how many kids you have, countries you travel to, what's your worth, who your friends are, where you shop, where you went for your last vacation, and all that important stuff to you is really a list of their problems. Everyone is preoccupied with themselves, so are the majority of their thoughts, which is what I believe. So you could look yourself in that little room that doesn't fit into a percentage of the size of the world, not even a percentile of it, because there are billions of people on this earth. Everything isn't and can't be about you. Try and look at that situation from different perspectives. So stop being proud about nothing and get off your high horse and look at that situation clearly and live your life and enjoy it. And as always, champs, I hope my imperfect thoughts on this have been able to help you somehow, as imperfect as they are. And do not forget that you're a champ, and I love you, but as always, God loves you more. Till next time, my name is Frances Okeke. Bye, champs.